Oh my God, what happened to Thailand? Recently, Thailand's become even more popular than it's already been because people realize you can smoke a zoot there, you can get high legally there. Well, if you've seen the news, you might have seen that that might no longer be the case. I'm going to explain exactly what is going on and how tourists from the UK have played a part in this ban that is incoming from Thailand. From clamping down on weed regulations to clamping down on visa requirements for everybody to getting into border disputes with Cambodia. Why are Chinese citizens afraid to travel to Thailand, and why on earth has their prime minister been suspended? We're going to cover every single thing in this video, guys, so give it a like. Thank you very much. Let's get it out of the way. So what's happened to Thailand? Well, you guys might have noticed a recent increase in Brits getting bagged abroad for smuggling drugs. You know, if you've ever watched Banged Up Abroad, when someone comes up to you like, hey, I'll give you a free holiday and £10,000, I'll pay for everything, but when you come back, you just need to come back with this suitcase. I can understand falling for that trick pre 9/11, where from the way it's described to me, there was no chance of you getting caught. Apparently airport security was ridiculously no security back then. You could literally go with your family members to the boarding gate without even getting as much as a pat down. Like, it was ridiculous. But to be engaging in these activities post 9/11, come on, man, you know, come on. Have you not seen Banged Up Abroad? Like, do you really want to end up in a Thai jail? Well, I think we covered this story a while ago, maybe in our last Thailand video, but this British tourist, Daniel James Hallett from Hull, could face up to 10 years in prison after being detained while trying to board a flight out of Thailand. He was trying to board a flight with 38 kilograms of cannabis in his suitcase, and they caught him. And we haven't got any updates on this situation, but this story is from March 12th. But you guys might remember the rappers from Liverpool who we're talking about, Still Brickin and Razor. The two rappers who last time we checked are in a Somali militia. Well, before they ended up joining this Somali militia that we don't know if they're still a part of, they were caught for selling cannabis in Phuket in January. Of course, they were busted with laughing gas, bro. I swear. If I ever go on a holiday and I see guys doing smart whips, bro, I swear I'm getting on a plane straight out. I see enough of that in the city, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. I don't want to hear no, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear any of that, bro. Leave the smart whips alone. It starves your brain of oxygen, bro. It starves your brain of oxygen. Do you want to starve your brain of oxygen? What makes you think that's going to be a good idea? I don't get it, bro. Never tried that. Never will. Weird flex, but okay. But the situation's obviously different with these guys because they were caught, like, it was caught in their villa and they weren't trying to board a flight with the cannabis. But Thailand is very corrupt. Like, I respect the country. I love Thailand, bro. It's a very peaceful place, but it's turning into something else now, bro. Because guys have been shipping packs from Thailand, bro. I told you guys already, when I was in a different state of mind, when I was out there for 6 months, I was gonna open a loud dispensary out there and engage in, you know what I'm saying? And because the laws out there are so lackluster, that's what a lot of people are doing, bro. Now, I highly doubt that's what these men were doing out there, but Thailand's hot now anyways. It's more than hot now. Like, they're on to people, bro. But in Thailand, they care about face a lot of the time. They just care about face. They care about how it looks. I'm telling you, like, they just want to get their pictures and that, but if you give them the right amount of money, bro, they'll let you go. No questions asked. In the airport, probably a little bit different, but I'm sure you can, if you've got enough money, you can still, there's always enough money to pay someone off. There's always a number. Like, trust me, no matter what situation you're in out there, there's always a number. If you can reach that number, you're good. But what do British people have to do with what's going on in Thailand now? Well, as you can see on this CNN article, Thailand was the first country in Asia to legalize marijuana, and things didn't go as planned. When that earthquake happened in Thailand, that was not long ago, people I know out there have left. They've gone to Cambodia. A lot of people are going to Cambodia now. Most of them are going to Vietnam. Like, people are leaving Thailand now because of a whole bunch of other things. The earthquake just made them want to leave. But I'm being told prices of things are going out of control out there. And people are just telling me it's not the same. Like, it's not becoming the best place to be in Asia right now, in Southeast Asia. But news of weed being banned there, a lot of people must think, oh no, that means, like, I'll tell you exactly what it means and what the opinions I've heard of people out there, people who've lived there for a long time. The rules aren't going to come into effect for another 30 days, and these rules are being implemented so they can tax people, because the government's legalized it, but the government's realizing, okay, this is like over $1 billion industry now. How, like, we need to start seeing more tax money from this. It says, as of Thursday, customers need a doctor's prescription to buy cannabis, effectively restricting consumption of the plant to medical and health purposes only. That means licensed cannabis shops can now only sell to customers with a medical prescription addiction, they are also required to keep detailed sales records and face regular inspections. New rules also put stricter controls on growers and farmers, ban commercial advertising, and prohibit cannabis from being sold in vending machines or online. More than 18,000 licensed cannabis shops across the country will have to adapt or risk closing. Penalties for sellers caught violating the new rules include up to 1 year in prison or a fine of 20,000 baht, which is $620. Has the exchange rate, the value of the pound, wait, hold on. Because I remember 10,000 baht being about 220 pounds. Hold on. Yeah, 200, yeah, it is. I'm buzzing, it is. A 2022 report released by the Ministry of Commerce estimated the industry could be worth $1.2 billion by 2025. There is currently no clear estimate of the industry's value due to unregulated transactions. Now, that is what this ban, I've been told by people who know a lot more about Thailand than me, that is the reason why these new rules have come into effect. And partially because of smuggling, as you can see here, which a lot of Brits have been engaging in. Right now, cannabis addiction is rising and has become a social issue. It affects children, causes nuisance from unwanted odors, which is true. Most local Thai people I've seen, they don't engage in smoking weed. They're more on the vaping thing. And you see vapes casually everywhere, bro, but vapes are illegal. They've been illegal in Thailand since 2014. So people, they don't care, bro. But this is something I've been told has been coming, bro, because the way I've been told the Thai government is very slow and they do things like legalize it to the point where people are going to take the piss and then they have to go back on their decision. Because the way they legalized it was just ridiculous, bro. Like, it's like, bro, there's no rules pretty much until now. And the whole you needing a medical prescription to get loud out there, bro, trust me, like, you can pay a doctor, like... like 1,000 baht or something, probably less than that, and they'll write you a prescription for cannabis, bro. It's that simple. Like, they'll find a way around it, I'm telling you. They'll find a way around it, bro, because it's just too big a market now. As was predicted by my Thailand veterans, Thailand moves to delegalize weed in major drug policy U-turn, so they want to make it a category 5 drug again. And it says here even, decriminalization in 2022 was pushed by the health minister at that time, who ran for prime minister in 2023 and lost. And he ended up joining a coalition, but was then now campaigning on recriminalizing marijuana. See, it's just all politics, bro. And it even says here, since the removal of cannabis from the illegal narcotics list, no comprehensive law regulating its use was passed. This allowed the quick, albeit legally complex, boom of marijuana businesses, but authorities say it also facilitated the smuggling of marijuana, reaching countries as far as the UK and India. Oh, man. And here's this article that says, most Thais back Prime Minister's cannabis clampdown plan. Because weed, bro, weed is illegal in most of Asia, bro. You know, in a lot of Europe, it's decriminalized. In the UK, it's still, you'll still get a fine if the police officer's having a bad day. But in Europe, bro, it's decriminalized, bro. I got caught with a little bit in France. I've been caught with it in France twice. Once when I was getting onto the Eurotunnel and they decided to search my car, and then they searched my car and they found a bunch. They made me pay like 150 euro fine or something on the spot. And once, like, because you know how when you're getting onto the train to get to France, yeah, this was at French customs there, so technically I was in France. So they were like, bro, once they saw the grinder, they said, yo, like, tell us where all of it is, or bro, we're gonna have to end up seizing the car if we find more. So we just told him where everything was. I'm like, bro, I don't want France seizing my car. Can you imagine the headache there, bro? But Asia, most of Asia has very, very strict drug laws. So this was a new thing in Asia. I remember when I was out there, I was chatting to this Indian guy, yeah, because there's a lot of Indians, hell of a lot of Indian tourists in Thailand, because India has visa-free entry. And India, I mean, I'm not gonna fact check myself now, but I know it's one of the fastest emerging economies out there, and they've got over 1 billion people. So Indians, they got bread, but it's not easy for them to get to other countries. They got to apply for visa, this, that. Thailand's not too far from them, so of course, hella Indians are gonna go to Thailand. I was chatting to this one guy who lived here. I didn't know he lived in Singapore, but he had loud, and then he's like, my flight is in a few hours. I don't know what to do with this weed. And I said, bro, just slap it. Like me, I'm an idiot. I'm like, bro, just slap it in the carry-on, hide it with your deodorant and that. Bro, this guy looked at me and said, brother, I'm going to Singapore. Like, and I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, exactly. Like, we start laughing. Because I think Singapore would like literally give him the death penalty. Like, it's not funny, but you have to understand the risks you're taking when you're in these places, bro. They have zero tolerance for drugs. Like, even if it's a little, bro, do not play. Don't play in these places, guys. Don't play. I played with bringing loud to Hong Kong like one idiot. I got away with it, but I checked after that, bro. If I got caught with that, you would have never seen me again. That's one of the dumbest things I think I've ever done in my life, bro. I don't even try to talk about that much anymore because it was so stupid at the time. Hey, my people, if you could give the video a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Costs nothing, takes no time, helps boost me up in the algorithm. Do it now. Please, just like the video. Takes no time. Let's just do it. Cheers. But yeah, Thailand, bro, they're done with the weed, bro. They don't like the locals. They're tired of it, bro. Even smoking it. If police catch you smoking it outside on the street, bro, they're gonna come to you and want a bribe, or they're gonna drag it, you know. But at first I was smoking it on the street, but I realized, you know, locals, they don't really like the smell. They're not, so you know what, I stopped. I just kept to smoking it in private or in bars that allowed it. But even in bars that would allow it, they would ask me to stop sometimes because there would be other people in there who wouldn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand. But you know, good things never last, all right? They never last. Thailand has been hotted up, so all you trappers that had dreams of doing that, bro, them dreams are kind of going up in smoke as we speak. And also, being able to just wake up tomorrow, sell everything you have, and book a flight to Thailand, that's out the window because now you need to apply 3 days before you go there. You know, there's an Easter or Esther for when you go to America. Thailand now has the same thing. They implemented this last month, I believe. I haven't been there in a year. I reckon, bro, obviously you need to fill out the Easter, but I reckon this proof of funds, they're not going to ask to see that. Oh, but now you need a round trip ticket. Oh, no way. But I'll give you guys a little cheat code, actually. This is just one of the websites, but if you really don't want to book a return ticket somewhere, I used this while I was in Asia, because in Philippines, bro, you needed proof of onward travel, even though you can stay there 30 days. I'm not sure how much. This website's $12, but there's cheaper websites where you can basically book a dummy return ticket. Like, it lets you sign into the website, all legit. You can go on the airline's website, it will show it that you've got a ticket booked, but it's a dummy ticket. It's a fake booking, but it's a real booking, if that makes sense. Also, this is another thing to look out for, because this is what guys who say they can do half price holidays, cheap flights, like, they'll do this, you know. This is one common scamming technique that I've seen a lot, because I feel like even doing it to show you guys an example, like, literally, let's say I need a return ticket. I can get a flight to France from Bangkok, and I can go on Air France's website, booking code, like, your name comes up, everything, you know, but it's not a real ticket. If you're just there on a 60-day visa that they're looking to shorten to 30 days, then you shouldn't have a problem. But you should have the money anyway, bro. You should have the bread anyway. But recently, Thailand got into a border dispute with Cambodia, where a Cambodian soldier was killed. And I think because of that, they've ended up closing like 15 land border crossings between Thailand and Cambodia. So look out for that if you're one of them visa hoppers. And the prime minister, she's like the last prime minister's daughter or something, bro. It's like, it's a joke thing. But she's been suspended for breaking the constitution because people are unhappy with her calling the leader of Cambodia uncle when they were speaking about this border issue. Well, he's not the leader. I think now his son is the leader, just to show you guys the amount of corruption that goes on in these places. Like, come on, man. Daughter of the last leader, now the actual president of Cambodia, the prime minister of Cambodia is the son of the last leader. It's like, come on, man, put 2 and 2 together. Like, this is how monarchies work, not how democratically elected governments I would expect should work. But to summarize it, she reckons that it'll be fine. She reckons that she'll be able to explain herself, that she didn't mean it like that. But yeah, that's going on there. And apparently tourism to Thailand from Chinese tourists has dropped since COVID, but now it's down another 15%. In China, they're saying Thailand is not a safe place to go to. Wang Jing was abducted in Thailand by increasingly bold crime gangs operating in Myanmar, putting an entire tourism industry at risk. Yeah, there's this place called the Triangle, yeah, where like, it's like a place where bare Chinese criminals operate. I'm gonna find it on the map. It's called the Golden Triangle. And look how close India is to Thailand, man. But it's here. This is the triangle. It's here. It's in between Laos, Thailand, and Myanmar. And apparently there's so many casinos, dodgy casinos, but a lot of Chinese scam operations go on in this triangle. Apparently it's a very, very sketchy place. Like, everyone only speaks Chinese there, and it's in between Laos, Myanmar, and Thailand. No one's speaking any of these lots languages. It's just Chinese language they're speaking there. But a Chinese actor, 22, ended up getting kidnapped there in the Golden Triangle. And yeah, as they say, it's known for all these things, bro. It's known for that. They were gonna human traffic him. Like, they're on the human trafficking thing. He was taken to Myanmar, where he was forced to undergo training to work at a scam center. So they're on the human trafficking thing out there. It's no joke. As you can even see here, China begins repatriation from Thailand of more than 1,000 online scam workers rescued from Myanmar. And you know, Myanmar, they've got a civil war going on over there now as well. But all of these people have probably been brought to that Golden Triangle under false pretenses, thinking they're getting an opportunity, and boom, they're just human trafficked and forced to run scams scams in there. It's messed up, bro. It's messed up. No surprise why in China the talk is probably, yeah, I'm not trying to go to Thailand. Like, I'm gonna go to Thailand, get kidnapped, forced to work in a scam center. Are you dumb? But this all started in 2024 when Thailand extended it from 40 odd countries to over 90 countries that could come there visa free. Visa free is a big thing. Maybe not for us because we're blessed enough to have the British passport. Well, we don't even have to think about, you know, the visa requirements for most places. If I need to get a visa for somewhere, I'm more shocked. Like, really? But for a lot of other countries, bro, I know especially Nigerians, like even Nigerians ended up getting banned from Dubai at one point. But yeah, I remember when I was in Cambodia and then this black man came up to me. Like, we made eye contact straight away. I'm like, we acknowledge each other. It's like, yo, I ain't seen a black man out here yet. And there was a desperate Nigerian man, and the guy was trying to BS me. The guy was trying to tell me, oh yeah, I come here, I get put in jail, they do this, they miscarriage of justice. I said, brother, you were scamming out here, weren't you? I just gave him I don't even remember how much I gave him in it. Because he said he had to ride a couple years sentence and they released him with nothing, and he's homeless out here. He can't afford a way back, nothing like that. But it's estimated that tourism is responsible for like 20% of Thailand's GDP, which is absurd. It's a big part of their economy. A lot of people are going to Japan now, like Malaysia, like they're seeing increases in tourism, and Thailand wants to maintain those numbers to help its GDP, to help it keep growing. Because you know, in capitalistic world, bro, you have to keep growing, bro. Growth. Where's the growth? No growth? I ain't investing here, bro. And it looks like now they're trying to appeal more to the digital nomad type people. Like they don't want to deal with the scammers, the backpackers, all of that. They want to attract more digital nomads. That's what they call it now. People who work abroad, people who live abroad and stuff like that, and they want to make you bank your money there. You know, that those things will help the country. I mean, from what I've seen in Phuket, definitely the Russians and the Indians, from what I've heard, are making up for the lack of the drop in Chinese tourists. So Thailand should be fine, man. But you know what? Like, if you're looking at it as an option, bro, like I'm hearing Vietnam and Cambodia are way better. Vietnam's nice. I'd recommend Vietnam, but Cambodia, I don't think the infrastructure is really there yet, to be completely honest with you. I think it will definitely get there, but in Cambodia, especially in the capital, bro, there's a lot of uncompleted roads, unfinished buildings that are built by Chinese companies. Everybody keeps saying China's housing market's gonna crash. They can't let that happen. But a lot of Chinese developers have been going bust, having financial struggles, so they're having to put on hold the work they've got going in other countries. So yeah, that's something. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Chung Lee, what do you have to say about this? Chung Lee says Hong Kong is the best country in Asia. Hong Kong's the best country in the world. Okay, I hear you. I mean, Chung Lee, you did come from Hong Kong, so I hear that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love to every single one of you watching.